Hi, students. Very good morning. Yes. So, welcome to day two of our CMA casting marathon. I hope we're all geared up for the day two. Yes. Very nice. Amazing. So, you all will take up the test right after our marathon is over so that only 3 days can revise fasting. Already, you have all been revising along with the classes, so that's great. So, today's agenda will be I will do process first because most of you found the process to be slightly on the difficult side when you were doing it alone. So, process first. Then labor because labor is frequently asked in June exams. Then overheads. Overheads is also asked in June exams. And then job costing. Job also was asked in June exam. So because of that, I'm going to focus on these four items in today's class. Okay. And tomorrow's class, I've just like made a list of all the topics, especially which is repeated in June, which is not repeated also, at least one problem we will do of all the topics. So it's a khichdi of whatever has been left out. Like that, I have planned. And all the sources are mostly from past exams. Okay. So now let's get started. So in process, I have planned to do four problems. Okay. So I will tell you what are the four problems. One is FIFO method. One is going to be weighted average. Weighted average as such, it's a past exam question. That is what I'm going to do. Okay. It's a very easy one compared to FIFO. And then I'm going to do inter-process profits. This till now they have not asked in the recent exams. I'm saying the recent exams. FIFO also I'm going to do only for revision purpose. Okay, because we have done almost so many problems in FIFO, right? So regular students don't have a problem with it. But maybe if you have confusion in revising, so I have chosen one problem. Yes, ma'am. So 7 mark allotment. No, accordingly we will be doing. And then one more is a past exam question, process account. So this is a past exam question. This is a past exam question. This could be one of the questions that could come because so far they have not tested FIFO in the recent years, but they cannot ask the full FIFO question for 7 marks. So the statement of equivalent apportionment, I will get you through that once again. Then it will be good enough. So inter-process profits, that also we will now start. All right, students. So let's get started. So for all of us, it is shared in the group, the PDF. And for the students who are watching online, it will be given in the description below, the PDF link. All right. So now, even if you have not studied process, okay, you can cover about 75 to 80% of the concepts in today's class. Okay. So FIFO, we are going to do only the basics. The rest we have done extensively in regular class. Okay. So if still any child is wanting it, you let me know in the comment section. I will do an entire FIFO problem in a separate video. All right. So now starting with opening stock, 1,600 units, material 70%, labor 60%, and overheads 60%. What is this? This is the degree of completion. So opening stock is completed to the extent of material 70%, labor 60%, and overhead 60%. That means what? So it is, say for example, it is opening WIP, I can say, because it is work in progress from the previous process to the current process, right? So in that case, material 70% is completed in the previous process and 60% labor and 60% overheads is already completed. That means now how much should be completed? 30%, 40% and 40% of material, labor and overheads has to be now completed. If I say, will you all agree with me? Amazing. So transfer from process 1. How many units have been transferred? 10,200. Transferred to the next process is 9,200. So process 3, how much is going on? 9,200. Right now. Units scrapped is 1,800. Normal loss is 10% of input. So input means what? That also we will understand. So that input word I am underlining. Closing stock is given 60%, 40%, 40%, we'll take the degree of completion to be 60, 40, and 40, because in this process only it is completed. All right, students. So prepare a statement of equivalent production. So let us start by doing the statement of equivalent production. Those of you who feel that you want another time revision, listen and then write. It's okay, even if we are in a marathon, we need not be in that much of a hurry. You people can aram say write down even after listening, especially for this problem. I don't mind. So statement of equivalent units. So what is this going to be? Let us understand. So before I proceed, some children have a confusion of what is equivalent units. What is that? Now, just for an understanding, I'm saying two half made helicopters can be considered as one fully made helicopter. Can we say that? For the purpose of ascertainment of cost, we are saying this. It is similar. I'm not saying my example is the same as what I'm going to teach, but it is similar. Equivalent number of units. How many completed units are there? That is what we are going to see. All right. So we have material, labor, and overheads. Labor and overheads can be done together or separately. I'll do separately to avoid any confusion because our agenda is to revise here. So here we have input, here we have output, and here we have equivalent units. Okay. So this is for material. The first, oh, I'll write it in a different coloring. These two columns is for material. These two columns is for labor. And these two columns is for overheads. So like that, we should understand. I hope nobody has any confusion. So this is percentage of completion. Percentage matlab percentage of completion. And this is equivalent units. Percentage of completion, equivalent units. Percentage of completion and equivalent units. So two columns for material, labor and overheads each. One is for percentage, one is for units. Okay. Now, input. First, I will write this column. Now, how much is the opening WIP? All of you. I will go to the question and show you how to identify this. I will erase all of this. So we all can say that transfer from first process is 10,200 and opening stock is 1,600. That means, can I say these two are the inputs? Right, everyone? So we are in which process? Indirectly, they are saying second process. Are you all understanding now? So it is going to be 1,600 is the opening WIP and input from process 1 is 10,200. So it is going to be 1,600 and from process 1, it is going to be 10,200. Now, let us write down the total. The total is going to be, I will write it a little below, okay? The total is going to be, is it 11,800? Yes, dears. 11,800 units. In this, I think there is no confusion for anyone. So I hope everybody is very clear with this. Okay. Now we will go to the next one. That is, it is going to be what? It is going to be output. How much is completed and sent to next process? First, I will write that. Completed and sent to next process. I'll come down and show you. I'll come below and show you. Can you all see it is 9,200 units? Right, everyone? 9,200 units. So this is only a total. So first time writing this 9,200. Okay. Ma'am, which method are we following? FIFO method we are following. So in the exam, mostly they would mention either it is FIFO or weighted average. If they don't give, you're free to assume your method that you want. Okay, so multiple questions we have done FIFO. So if you're comfortable with FIFO, you could do so. But weighted average is even more easy. That also you can do. Okay, so now coming to speak about 9,200 complete again. But I'm in FIFO means first in, first out. So first I will use opening WAP alva. Yes, ma. That was how much opening WIP. I'll write it a little bit below, okay? Opening WIP. Already we have written here in the board itself. That is 1,600. Are you all understanding, ma? Okay. So now it is going to be, can I say FG is going to be a balancing figure? That is, in this process, how much I completed? 1,600 from previous process. So 9,200 minus 1,600. 7,000? It's 7,600. So this is the first part of the statement of equivalent units. Okay. So once again, I'm saying in the question, they would have given you opening WIP as well as how much has come from the previously made process. So 1,600 is the opening WIP. Previous process, Linda, we got 10,200. So now how much we're sending to the third process? 9,200. FIFO means first in, first out. So opening WIP, first 1,600 I'm using. Balancing figure will be FG, that is completed in the current process. Actually, we would write normal loss, but many students are getting confused. So you all remember we pushed normal loss below this total. Yes, so that you're not getting confused there. Okay. So now coming to speak about normal loss. Okay. So now, how are we supposed to do this? They have said 10 percentage of input, right, everyone? Yes, ma'am. So now I will do a working note here. Working note is going to be 10 percentage of input, which means, can I say it is going to be opening plus introduced units minus closing WIP? Yes, ma'am. So that is what is my input. Okay, because whatever is closing, I should subtract it. It is there in my stock only. It is not yet gone. So it is going to be 1,600. I'm taking all the amounts from all the numbers from the question, units. So 1,600 plus 10,200 already we saw, minus, it is given in the question, the closing WIP is 1,800. That is the input. So 10 percentage of input is equal to how much? 1,600. So 10,000. So 1,000 it is. That is the normal loss. So in this process, the normal loss is only 1,000 units because I have to subtract my closing. Now, closing WIP, we will consider here separately. So I told you how you will remember this. Right. Those of you writing, please write. Then I will proceed. You don't have to by heart this. I will tell you how to remember this. So in this, you please write working note, then only they will check. Okay. The reference has to be given. So now closing WIP is going to be 1,800 given. So before I proceed, let me tell you one particular thing. How to remember this? Actually speaking, I will draw the process account and show you by the next problem. But is it not the same things that we used to do in process account? We used to credit normal loss closing. Same thing I have done here also, right? So that way you can easily remember. So completed units, closing, WIP and normal loss. That's all. As easy as it is. It is very similar. These three items will come in our normal process account also. Those of you who don't know process account, please wait for another 5-10 minutes. We'll be doing that also. So the total here is going to be 9,200 plus 1,000 plus 1,800. How much does it come to, students? Sorry, 12,000. Right, dear. Thank you. So it comes to 12,000. Now, what is the moral of the story? Input is going to be 11,800. Output is 12,000, means I considered normal loss also. Now, what is the balancing figure? It can be only abnormal loss or gain. Is it not gain here? This is also just like our process account. Again, I'm telling you. So, input 11,800, I put. Output, I should have got 11,800, but I've got 12,000, which means I abnormally gained 200. Because normal loss also we have considered. Suppose I got 11,500 in the output side, means then the 300 will be a abnormal loss. Then the 300 will be a abnormal loss. First you write down. Any questions that anyone has, please let me know. Observe it, everyone. So one problem logically, if you understand statement of equivalent units, the same logic is there for all other problems also. So now we will proceed to, first I will teach you about normal loss. Normal loss, obviously there is no percentage of completion. So we will take it as nil always. Okay. Now I will come to closing WIP. What about closing WIP? It's given in the question that it is 60%, 40% and 40% as far as material, labor and overheads are concerned. So 1,800 into 60%. How much is that? 1080? Yes. 1,800 into 40%. 720. Thank you, dear. So as far as closing WIP is concerned, this is the percentage of completion and this is the number of units. Normal loss, we will always take it as nil as far as statement of equivalent units is concerned. Now, finished goods, I should say it is 100%. No, obviously. FG will be 100%. So it is going to be 7,600, 7,600 and 7,600. Now coming to opening WIP, they have given it to be 70, 60 and 60. Correct? Everyone, can you all see that? So that means should I not write here 30, 40 and 40? Because 70, 30 and 30 is completed in the previous process. Now how much is completed? Only 30, 40 and 40. So how much is it? 480. Okay. 640. Again 640. Right. So then we will come to the abnormal gain. Abnormal gain, unless and otherwise anything is said, we will take it to be fully completed only. We will take it to be fully completed only. All right. So now We will write it here. 100%, 100%, and 100%. So 200, 200, 200. So we can do it in two ways. What we did in class, that one I'm saying, abnormal gain, we will subtract. Remember everyone? Yes, abnormal gain, we will subtract. Then we will calculate. So 480 plus 7,600 plus 1080 minus 200. Why we will subtract also, I will tell you. Most of you know it, but I will tell you. So there are two methods of doing it. Whatever I did in your class, I'm just doing the same thing. Yes. 8,960, is it? Okay, dear. So I'll just try to erase this part. So 8,960. Okay. 8,760. All right. So the other one also should be same, I think. So this is how statement of equivalent units has to be done. So yes. So shall we proceed, ma, everyone? So now I will tell you why abnormal gain is credited and how the process account will look like. So the process account, what is the format? That let us understand. So process account means what? First of all, we are accounting for all the cost and as well as normal loss and stock as far as one process is concerned. So you imagine a chemical industry wherein from one process to another process, the products are going to continue. Or you imagine this, no? For example, we are buying wooden logs, we are converting it into half-made tables. Then the next process is completing it into fully made tables after painting it. So each and every process, Nali, what is the stock? What is the cost? If there is inter-process profit, which process is more profitable? So that process also I can try to sell, right? So that is the concept of process account. So once again, I'm repeating, assume that we are having many processes. We are buying wooden logs and then we are cutting them or we are taking a pulp out of it and we are doing a table, chair and all that, half-made tables, very rustic look. Then we are polishing it to make the finishing smooth and then painting it. So like that, multiple processes will be there. Which process is more profitable? I have to find out. Which process takes how much amount of time? Which process has the highest cost? All this to find out only. Separate processes we are having. Okay. Sometimes processes can sell on their own also to the customers. Sometimes they will not be a responsibility center. We have done it in the class. You all remember, I think. Costing P&L, we had taken the effect. Very nice. So all that, that is the reason why we are having this, what to say, concept itself. Now, here what we will have is, if we are having any opening WIP, so first I will write that. Like trading account only, yeah, like trading account. So then whatever direct material you purchase, then direct labor, direct expenses, and even overheads. Now you don't tell me, ma'am, you don't like trading account. You have taken overheads also. We have taken all the cost. That's all. Looks like trading account. That's all. So then here we will write by normal loss. First I will write by normal loss, then by closing. Right? Okay. So now here either you will get by abnormal loss or to abnormal gain, which will be a balancing figure. Yes, ma'am. Whichever is a balancing figure, accordingly, you will get either abnormal loss or abnormal gain. You won't get both. All right, ma'am. And normal loss will be valued at zero if nothing is given. But if there is a scrap value, we will take that scrap value. Okay. So that means if the waste paper mart, the Raddiwala is able to take the normal loss, then we will value that at that price. Otherwise, normal loss will be zero. Okay. So this is the format. Then for this cost per unit and this also cost per unit, what is the formula for cost per unit? It will be total cost minus normal loss cost divided by total number of units minus normal loss units. I hope everybody is able to remember this, right, students? Those of you who are learning it for the first time also, just write it down and keep. When we are doing the problems, all this will be easily understandable to us. So the day before the exam, you can go through this format because for 7 marks, they could ask process account, which is more, what to say, justifiable for 7 marks rather than a statement of equivalent units. Now, coming to answer to your question. So, normal loss on closing stock, where did it appear? It appeared in the credit side. That is what I have written here also. Yes, ma'am. So, closing might be transferred to the next process also. That is why completed units also I have taken in this side. Whatever appears in the credit side, output. Now, abnormal gain, all this was credited, no? Abnormal gain is debited, no? Which means I have to subtract abnormal gain. That is why I am subtracting here. Okay, all others are on credit side, abnormal gain is in debit side. That is how I want you to relate to the concept. Understood, everyone? So if you remember that way, you will not forget it because we have learned it in this method. You can just continue to remember in this method itself. Chalo, students. Any questions in equivalent units? Anyone? Okay, great. So now we will proceed to the next term. So this is also your textbook problem, okay? I will tell you which question number it is. I think it's question number 31. So FIFO, it's recently not asked. It is capable of being asked for 7 marks for the statement of equivalent units. Also, they may ask you cost per unit also, which you all know. Okay. Generally, students are going wrong here. So we did this. Okay. So next, we will now go to question number 25, which is inter-process profits. So this also pay full attention when you are reading and writing because it's quite easy. Some, not everyone, but some students find this to be a little bit tricky, but it's not tricky and all. So let's go ahead and read this. A product passes through three processes before it is transferred to the finished stock. So 1, 2, 3, then only it goes to the finished stock like that. Okay, ma'am. So the following details for January 23 are available. Opening stock, direct material, direct wages, production overheads, closing stock, profit at cost on sales. Profit on cost of sales, percentage is given, sales is given. Why only for the last item? Because that is a finished stock that is only sold. Yes. So then inter-process profits. So how they will communicate, they will subtly communicate. They will not give in the heading, it is inter-process profits. No. So they will subtly communicate. Always please look out for these words. Inter-process profit means then we have to do in the method that we are going to do now. Process account format only, no change in the format. Yes. So one more column, profit column we will have. What is it, ma'am? Inter-process profit means what is it? Now, in consignment also we learned, departmental accounts also we learned in FA. That is what, between the departments itself, we could have profit. Branch also we learned. Between agent and principal also, we could have profits. Correct? That invoice price, we have learned it. So, between two processes also, we could have profits, even if it is within the same company. So why and all we have done much in FA, why they are having profits. So they will have profits, they will communicate through this line. So that is how you should understand that it's a inter-process profit. Stock in process are valued at the prime cost. Okay. Finished stock at the price when it is received from process 3. Okay. Find out the amount of provision to be made to offset the inter-process profits added. So we need to find out the amount of provision. Okay, students. So I will start doing this for you. So it is going to be a lengthy one. Definitely not capable of being asked for 7 marks, but we should know everything. So we are going to do it. So let us see how to do it. So first process 1. So as usual, in process account, whatever format I showed you, same format only, but we'll have debit side and credit side. Usually we will have what units and we will have amount. Remember, here we are going to have 3 columns. That is going to be units, sorry, cost, profits, and amount. Cost, profit, and amount. Okay. So now, all of you, just go ahead. Here, we will follow this format. Okay. We will follow this format only. Okay. So, to opening, it is going to be 20,000, nil, and 20,000. Why, ma'am, it is nil means I will tell you the reason why. You all see the last row of the table, inter-process profit in opening stock is nil is given in the question. That is why nil. All right. So now we will proceed to. So the next one is going to be direct material. We are following the format. So in direct material and all, we can't make any profit. So it is going to be 40,000. 40,000. So to direct wages, it is going to be 30,000. 30,000. Now, usually what I will write production overheads now. But I have to stop. Why? Because they have said stock in process is valued at prime cost. So I need the prime cost. That is why I'm going to stop at this point. So I will write prime cost. So how much is that? 60 plus 30, 90,000? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So then we will see what is given in the question. You all see production overheads is given, but closing stock is also given, right, students? Yes, ma. So now we have taken opening means we have to subtract closing also, no? Yes, ma. So let us subtract closing. So closing is going to be given in the question 10,000, right, dear? Very nice. So far, there is no profit. So I will take 10,000 directly. I will take 10,000 directly. So this is the final prime cost. This is the final prime cost. That is going to be 80,000. Why we made a subtotal was in case profits are there, how cost should be calculated for closing stock. Again, I'm saying in case profits are there, how the profits or cost will be calculated for closing stock. That is why I did a subtotal, first a prime cost. Yes. So now you can then go ahead with as usual, to production overheads. So production overheads is how much, students? 28,000 and 28,000. So we have taken pretty much everything. Now they have given profit information also. So I will write what? Directly, can I say to cost of sales? Because only production overheads is given. Directly I am writing cost of sales. So that will be what? Prime cost plus production overheads. Cost sheet, same format. Right, ma. So 80,000 plus 28,000 is 1,08,000. Now, here we will write by process 2. So, sometimes they will give what is gone to process 2. Here they have not given. How are we supposed to do? All right. So, shall we proceed, everyone? Right, ma. So, yesterday in reconciliation, when I did the costing P&L also, we did the same way. Remember, everyone? So, I have to do what? To profit. How to do the profit? All of you, please understand. Working note number 1. Given profit is going to be 33 1 by 3 percentage on cost of sales for process 1. Am I correct, students? Given in the question. Right. So what is the cost of sales? Cost of sales is going to be 1,08,000. That means, can I say profit is equal to 1,08,000 into 33.33 percentage? So 35,996. Correct, everyone? Yes. So can we take it as 36,000? Right, everyone? Yes. So 36,000. I'm entering in the profit column also. So we are getting 35,996.4. Rounded off, I'm taking here. Yeah. So now can I proceed to the next? Yes, ma. So it is going to be what? Sales. So instead of sales, it is going to process 2. Correct, everyone? So it is going to be 1,08,000 plus 36,000. Yes, 1,44,000. Right, everyone? So I will show the cost here. The cost was 1,08,000. Profit is 36,000. This is the amount that is going to the next process. Yes, dears. Process 1 was a little bit easy. Shall we go to process 2? Yes. Again, same columns for the second process. So we have to pay full attention to all the processes. Otherwise, it will be of no use. So now we will write first opening stock, then we will write the previous process, right, students? So opening given in the question. I will go to the question and show you. Opening stock is 24,000, but the profit sitting inside as per the last row of the question is 4,000. So idu separate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. How are we supposed to do? All of you please see. So they have given how much? 24,000. In that, the profit is 4,000. That means, can I say cost is 20,000? Right, ma? So those of you who want, you can write 1, 2, and 3. So you will know in which order you have written. So then we will proceed to next one. That is going to be 2 process 1. Because by process 2, no. So here it is 2 process 1. So 1,08,000, 36,000, and 1,44,000. 1,08,000, 36,000, and 1,44,000. Okay. Then, as usual, we will have our direct material that is going to be 42,000 and 30,000. Direct wages 30,000. Now we will do the first subtotal of prime cost. Okay, if you think you will get confused with the two subtotals, then just write simply subtotal, then we'll call the final one as prime cost. So 20,000 plus 1,08,000 plus 42,000 plus 30,000. Are we getting 2 lakh, students? Yes, ma'am. 36 plus 4 will be 40,000. So just check if this last column is 2,40,000. Right. So 2,40,000. Now you will write, understand the importance of closing stock. Yes. Very similar to cost sheet. This is how we used to do no closing stock. Yesterday also we did this in reconciliation. So now how are we supposed to do? They have said closing stock is equal to 12,000. Now here you see in opening stock there is profit sitting inside. So that means there could be profits in the closing stock also. Yes, ma'am. How are we supposed to find out? Now listen to me very carefully. First 12,000 I'm writing here. This is point number 1. So then I will do the working note for this. How to do the working note? I'll come and show you below. So working note, those of you are familiar with cost sheet, similar one only. 2,40,000 was the amount. And for that, how much was the profit, my dears? Profit was 40,000. That means for 12,000, how much is going to be the profit? That is how we are going to see. All right, everyone. So 2,000 is it? Thank you, dear. So this is how we will calculate. They have said in the question that stocks in process are valued at prime cost. Yes. So just quickly write it down. Then we will go ahead with the process. I may have to erase this working note alone. So please. Shall we proceed? Right. So I erase the working note for space. Now working note we got it is 2,000. I'm coming and substituting here, which means can I write this is 2 and this is 3. That means it is going to be 10,000. Right, everyone? Super. So now we will calculate the prime cost. So we all know we should subtract this. So it is going to be 1,90,000, 38,000, and thank you, dear. So a little bit I'll extend my table. To production overheads. Production overheads given in the question is 12,000. Yes, dear. So no profit for this. Now we will calculate the cost of sales, just like the previous, process. So 0 to 2,02,000, right dear. Thank you, ma. 38,000 and 2,48, 2,40. All right, dear. So shall we proceed now? Yes, dear. So for this, so you can call working note numbers alone, you people maintain, ma. So this another working note I'm going to do. What is that another working note? Here I will do and show you. Like the previous question, okay? And right here, otherwise you may get confused. So 2,40,000 is going to be the cost of sales for process two. Profit for profit on cost of sales is given to be how much? You all can see. I will show you 1 minute. 25 percentage, right? So I'm going to use that 25 percentage. That means, can I say profit is equal to 2.4 lakhs into 25 percentage? How much is that, James? 60,000. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. So it is going to be 60,000 and 60,000. What is that to profit? This is very similar to what we did previous. So we will write by process three after you people write the working note and the profit. Whatever is in the box is the working note. So shall we proceed, ma? Yes, dear. So by process three, it is going to be what? How much did we get? Cost was 2,02,000 plus 60,000. 2,62,000, is it? Okay. And already we had a profit of 38,000. Am I correct, students? Yes. So 2,02,000, 98,000. And what is the total? Thank you, dears. So this is how process two will look like. So now we will go to process three. Yes, process three should be little more easier. Yes. Cost, profit, amount, particulars, cost, profit, and amount. So here we have to opening. Again, I'll go to the question and show you because we are new to these type of questions. So 16,000 is the opening stock. In that, the profit that is sitting is 4,000. That means cost is 12,000. Super. So 16,000, 4,000, and 12,000. So those of you who want, please write 1, 2, 3. That is how we wrote this. Then to process 2. Very nice. Because there we have written by process 3. Here it is 2 process 2. Which is what are the amounts? 2 lakh, 2,000, 98,000 and 3 lakhs. Direct material is going to be to direct wages is 32,000. Now we will do a subtotal. 12,000 plus 2 lakh 2,000 plus 60,000 plus 32,000. Are we getting 3 lakh 6,000? Wonderful. So 3 lakh 6,000. 1 lakh 2,000. Okay, dear. So we should be getting 4 lakh 8,000. Okay, dear. So now we will proceed to closing. That is, we will be subtracting. So we can just say minus closing. Yes. So the closing amount that is given in the question is going to be 8,000. Yes. Given in the question, 8,000. So now working note is going to be, we don't know the profit that is sitting inside the closing stock. Okay. So the amount is going to be 4 lakh 8,000, out of which the profit is going to be 1 lakh 2,000. That means if the amount is 8,000, how much is the profit? That is how we should calculate. Right, everyone? Yes. 2,000. Right. So very similar to the previous process calculation. So I will write working note here. I will write 2,000. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So the first item I will write 8,000. Then I will calculate 2,000. Then I'll come here and write 6,000 balancing figure. Now we will calculate prime cost. That is 3 lakh. 1 lakh and 4 lakhs. So, why are we doing all this? You all remember what is the question? The provision to be made is going to be found out. The closing stock, Nali, there is profits. Is it realized or unrealized? Unrealized. It is still closing, no? Not yet sent to the next process. So, it is unrealized. For that, we should make provision. Okay, everyone? Yes. So, similar to the FA concept, unrealized profits, how we used to eliminate, similar. Now, it is going to be next to production overheads. Production overheads given in the question to be 80,000. So to cost of sales is 3 lakh 80,000, 1 lakh and 4 lakh 80,000. Now to profit is given in the question to be 25 percentage. Yes, dear. 25 percentage. So I'm going to use that. So working note is going to be How are we supposed to do? Cost of sales is going to be how much, students? Yes, 4,80,000. In that, profit is given to be how much? 25 percentage. That means the profit is going to be 4.8 lakhs into 25 percentage. Sorry, thank you. 1,20,000. So 1,20,000 and 1,20,000. And here it is nil. This is the working note. Shall we proceed? Yeah. Okay. So now here we will write down by FG because it is not going to next process, it is going to FG. So the amounts are 3,80,000 plus 1 lakh plus 1,20,000. Yes. So that means we will have 3,80,000 in the cost, 2,20,000 in the profit, and is it 5 lakhs? 6 lakhs, right? Thank you. So this is done, everyone. So so we have done this as well. Now last we will prepare FG account and we will be done. Yes. Although it can be lengthy, there may be a conceptual question in MCQ. There may be a 7-mark question where they are testing you only on one process, but inter-process profit is there. So we don't know. So that is why we are doing this. Now we will do FG. So it is going to be opening. So now we will go to the question and I will show you the details. You all see the last column, FG column. In this, they have said opening stock is 60,000, whereas the profit that is sitting inside the opening stock is 22,000. So accordingly, we will do the calculations. So this is 1, this will be 2, and this will be 3. That is how we'll do. So 60,000, 22,000, and balancing figure, is it 38? Yes, dear. So then to process 3. So I will tell you how we got this. So here we have written by FG, right? That is what? So 3,80,000, 2,20,000 and 6 lakhs. So there are no direct materials, labor, nothing. So we will do one subtotal now. And based on the closing stock profits also we will eliminate. Right, ma. So the subtotal 4,18,000 Right. 2,42,000. Yes. 6,60,000. Okay. Then what are we supposed to do? It is going to be minus closing. So the closing given in the question is going to be what? 30,000. Right. So 30,000. Now we will do a working note for the profit. So the working note is going to be, so the amount of 6,60,000, the profit was how much? 2,42,000. Superma. That means for 30,000, how much is it going to be? 11, is it? Thank you, dear. 11,000. So we will write 11,000 here. So 30 minus 11. So that is 19,000. So again, you all can number it as 1, 2, 3 if required. So then we have prime cost. $3,99,000. 2,31,000. 6,30,000. Yes. So I have called it as prime cost. Can I call it as total cost also? Cost of sales? Yes. So now we will write to profit. So let us find out the details here. So they have not given any profit, but they have given sales. Can you all see? With that, can we not find out profit as a balancing figure? Yes, ma'am. So now we will go ahead and write down by sales. It is going to be what, students? By sales is going to be 7 lakhs. Wonderful. That means profit, balancing figure 6 lakh 30 minus 7 lakhs. In other words, 7 lakhs minus 6 lakh 30. Are we getting 70,000? Right, everyone? Yes. So 70,000 is the profit. So now what we will do is the cost will be 3,99,000. Profit will be 2,31,000 plus 70,000. Is it 301? Got it, everyone? Yes. So now, what is the question? The question is asking what is the amount of provision to be created? So I already told you the profits in the closing stock. That for that only we are going to create provision. So for the first process, it is nil. Okay. For the second process, I will zoom in and show you so that you can see the entire problem in one go. Okay. So here it is going to be 20,000, sorry, 2,000. Again, here it is going to be 2,000. I hope everybody is able to see. And here it is going to be 11,000. Correct, everyone? Yes, ma'am. So the provision to be made is going to be what? Process 1 is nil. Process 2 is going to be 2,000. Process 3 is going to be 2,000. And FG, it is going to be 11,000. Oops. Yes. So we have done this also. Now, shall we proceed to the next question, dears? Yes. So now we'll go to the next question. So the whatever I did till now was for revision purpose, like the concepts. Now we are going to do past exam question. I have chosen the question from your textbook because the only the amounts are changed in the past exam, so that you will find it easy when we are doing it. That is why. So weighted average cost. Just now we did a big problem. So we will do a simpler problem and then come back to this. Okay. So only amounts have been changed in the past exam, and that is there in your test. So that is why I'm not doing it now, but the same questions have been repeated. Okay. So now, but these are not from June exam, unlike the yesterday's. Yes. So now a product passes through three processes, A, B, and C. 10,000 units at a cost of 1.1 were issued to process A. The other direct expenses were as follows. Sundry material is given to be these match for all the three process. Direct labor and direct expenses are given. Wastage of process A was 5% and B was 4%. The wastage of process A was sold at this, B at this, and C at this. But can you all see they have given percentage for A, percentage for B, percentage for C they have not given. Maybe we can think, okay, there is no wastage, but they have given the amount, the rate they have given. The overheads charged is 160 percentage of direct labor. So I already told you when it is given in the table, people tend to take it. When they have given in the problem, people tend to forget it. So you'll underline this in the first 15 minutes, right? So the final product was sold at 10 per unit, fetching a profit of 20% on sales. Okay, ma'am. So now find out the percentage of wastage in process C. I will tell you which question number it is. It is actually question number 30 in your textbook. When I did the problem also, I told you it is important. So, it is a past exam question, of course, asked in December. So, but nevertheless, we don't know when they'll ask what. So, yes. So, it's a very good question. Past exam CA question also. Wastage of process C, we need to find out. Okay. So, process account we should prepare for A, B, then we will do for C. Okay. This is also elaborate only. So, now let us start. So, now we have in process 1, 2, they have given in the first line of the question that 10,000 units at a cost of 1.1 were issued to process A. I hope everybody is able to see. Yes, it's given in the first line of the question. So now, based on that, I'm going to write input. So materials introduced, that is going to be 10,000 units. I will write units column. Maybe it will be easy for you to calculate. So I will write unit column and amount column. So this is units, okay? This is also units. So 10,000 at the rate of what? 1.1. Right. So how much is the amount? Is it 1 lakh 10,000? 11 lakhs, is it? 11 lakh, sorry, 1 lakh 11,000, is it? Oh. It's 11,000 only. Okay. Yeah, 1.1, no? Yes. Okay. Okay. So now we will proceed to material. Direct material is going to be 1,500 for process A. All right. So process account, it is process A's account. Yes, ma'am. So now we will go to direct labor. So DL is going to be 4,500. And then direct expenses is going to be 1,000. Not to forget, we underlined, we had overheads, correct? Overheads was at the rate of 160 percentage of direct wages, which is 4,500. So 4,500 into 7,200. Thank you so much, dear. Okay. Shall we proceed, everyone? Right, ma'am. So it is going to be by normal loss as per the format that we did in today morning also. So it is going to be normal loss is, they have said it is 5% for process A, wastage. Wastage is 5%. So 5% of 10,000. Yes, ma'am. So how much is that? Is 500. Right, everyone? And it is sold at what price? 0.25. Can you all see that? Yes, ma'am. So 500 into 0.25 is 125. Up to this, I hope it is very easily understandable. Can I proceed, students? In the question, they have not said how much is transferred to the next process and all. So whatever is the balancing figure will be transferred to the next process. Okay. That is what we are assuming. So process B is going to be balancing figure. So 10,000 minus 500. That is going to be 9,500. And here the amount rate, how we should find out. Here we can do it as balancing figure, but I'll just tell you how to do it. So it is going to be working note. Working note is going to be cost per unit. You all remember how to do? Total cost minus normal loss cost divided by total number of units minus normal loss units. I hope everybody is able to remember this. Yes. So all of you please do. 11,000 plus 1,500 plus 4,500 plus 1,000 plus 7,200. So the total is 25,200 minus 125. So 25,075 right now. So 25,075 is going to be the numerator. Denominator, total number of units was how much? 10,000 minus 500. That means it is going to be 9,500. Already we have written all this. So it is going to be 2.63 rupees, 2.63 per unit. This is how we will do the calculation. That is why we have learned it as a part of our format also. Okay, dears. Shall we proceed now? Yes. So it is going to be what? At the rate of 2.63. So 25,075, if you take all the decimals, 25,075. All right. So how did I get 25,075? 2.63 into 9,500. In the calci, if you take all decimals, you will get this. Some rounding off is also okay. Up to 2 decimal places, we will take. Okay. So shall we go to the next process? Process B? Yes. All right. So now I want us to do this relatively fast. So this is process B, debit and credit. So here we will have to process A, how much was it? 9,500 and 25,075. Then we have to direct material, that is 1,500. To direct labor, that is going to be 8,000. To direct expenses, all these are given in the question, so directly we are taking it. And then two, it is going to be overheads. We all know that it is 160 percentage of direct labor, which is 8,000 for this process. 12,800. Thank you. So 12,800. So that also we have done. Now, by normal loss, they have said normal loss is 4 percentage for process B. So can I say 9,500 into 4 percentage? 380. Right, ma. Thank you so much. And it is sold at what price? 0.5. At rupees 0.5. Yes, 190. Okay. So then by process C, whatever I am getting here will be balancing figure. I'll take it there. Okay. So 9,500 minus 380. 9,120. Thank you, dears. So the working note, you all know all the cost, the total cost of this minus 190 will be the numerator. So 25,057 plus 1,500 plus 8,000 plus 1,000 plus 12,800 minus 190. We'll get 48,185. Yes, ma'am. Divided by the number of units is going to be 9,500 minus 380. 9120. Sorry, ma'am? Thank you, dear. So at the rate of 5.28. So 5.28 into 9120, we would get 48. Correct. 180 is it? 185. Okay. So if you take two decimal places accordingly, small difference will come. So that's okay. So this is also done. Now we will go to process C and then we will complete it. So we have particulars, units, amount, particulars, units, and amount. So here we'll have to process B. So it was 9120 and 48,185. 9120 and 48,185. Whatever we got in previous process. Then to direct material. So direct material is 1,500 and direct labor is 6,500 and direct expenses all given in the question is 1,503 and two overheads is going to be 160 percentage of direct labor, that is 6,500.
10,400. Thank you, ma'am.
Shall we proceed, dears? Yes. So it is going to be by normal loss. We don't know. So can I take the number of units to be x? Yes, ma'am. So I will say let normal loss units be x. So when I was doing in the normal class, regular class, I would have taken the percentage of normal loss to be x percentage. But here I'm taking the number of units to be x because I'm going to show you how fast you can do. That is why we did was conceptually we should understand. This is from exam point of view. Okay. So now what is it going to be? A rate is going to be at the rate of rupee 1. How do we know? They have given in the question that the process C is going to be 1 rupee wastage. Yes, ma'am. That makes our life a little bit simple because x into 1 will remain x, no? Yes, ma'am. So x into 1 is equal to x. Like that, I will write. Okay. So by FG, or you can write by closing. Okay. So it is going to be what? Can I say 9120 minus x? That is how we will do, no? For example, you see this. How I got 9120 here? I got it by doing 9500 minus 380. Same way on all processes also. Here also you see. How did I get 9,500? 10,000 minus 500. That is how I got 9,500. So same way, here it is going to be 9120 minus x. Up to this, is everyone clear? Yes. So now can I proceed, my dears? Yes. So they have given selling price given to be what? Rupees 10. Given in the second last line of the question. All right. So then they have given profit is equal to 20% on sales given in the last line of the question. Can I say it is equal to 10 into 20 percentage, which is equal to 2? Right, ma'am. So can I say that means cost per unit is going to be 8? Yes or no, everyone? Yes, ma'am. So anyone who wants, please quickly write it down and I will proceed. These are all notes, okay? Can call it as working note also. Right, everyone? Yes. So can I say FG is going to be, should I show that again, dear? Okay. So now FG is going to be at the rate of rupees 8, right? So amount is equal to 9120 minus X into 8, can I say? Number of units is 9120 minus X and cost per unit is 8. Yes. So now, will you all agree if I say the total of debit side will be equal to total of credit side? Same or not? Yes, ma'am. So now, can I do the debit total side, total of the debit side? Yes, I can. So 48,185. Acha, 68,880. 68,880 is the total, which means it will be the, okay, 68,088. Okay. Okay. So this will be the total for both columns. Okay, ma'am. So now I'm coming back. So what is the meaning of that? So in the credit side, we have normal loss and we have FG. Normal loss amount is going to be X because X into 1. And FG amount is going to be 9120 minus X into 8. Correct, everyone? Yes. So that should be equal to what? 68088. If I say like that, will you all agree with me? Right. So now, so normal loss plus FG is equal to 68088. Understood, everyone? So now what I'm going to do is X plus, this is only normal loss, FG is 9120 minus X into 8. So we should follow BODMAS. We all know that. So we will multiply. So X plus 9120 into 8. Is it 72,960? Right, dears. Minus 8x is equal to 68088. Now let's combine all the amounts and x together. Okay. So 68088 minus 72,960. We will get 4872. So minus 7x is equal to minus 4872. Are we getting 696? X is equal to positive 696. Ma'am, X is the number of units. Chalega, because it is going to be what? Rate is equal to 1%. Sorry, rate is equal to rupees 1. Yes, ma'am. So anyone who wants to write this, please write quickly. What are we done? We have done the calculation for normal loss units because X is equal to normal loss units. So this will be a little bit simpler than what will we have done in the regular class. In regular class, I taught you a roundabout method because conceptually we should understand. Now you people know it. There, what I have done is percentage of wastage, I have assumed it to be X percentage. Shall we proceed now? So many people do up to this correctly. So normal loss units is equal to 696. Normal loss rate is equal to rupees 1, obviously for process C. So normal loss amount is equal to rupees 696. To this they do correctly. But they may lose 1 or half mark. Why? What is the question? They are asking what is the percentage of wastage? Correct? Huh? Normally what we will do, all of you please see, input we will multiply the percentage. You all see this. 9,500 into 4 percentage. Same way, what we will do? 10,000 into 5 percentage. So here what we should do? Here, should I not do 9120 into X percentage? Yes, ma'am. So 9120 into some percentage is going to be equal to 696. So what percentage is equal to 696 divided by 9120? 7.63 percentage. That is the answer. So in the exam, if they've asked you only for this, you can do all the calculations quickly by the rough side and process C account alone you open so that you can save your time. They have not asked for process A and B, no? So do it in the rough column or you can show it as working note by doing quickly without all these columns, tables, presentations and all. Process C alone elaborately you can show. So this is for 7 marks on means yes, this is for 7 marks. But some 7 mark questions are very simple. So very fast you can finish. Some 7 mark questions may take time, like that we should compensate. Okay. So now we will take a 5 minute water break and then I will continue with the process and then we will go to another topic. 5 minutes water break now. Yes, students, welcome back. So now we will start with the next past exam question. So this was slightly an easier problem. So now, third question. The product of a manufacturing unit passes through the two distinct processes. From the past experience, the incidence of wastage is ascertained as under. Process A is 2%, process B is 10%. And in each case, the percentage of wastage is computed on the number of units entering in the process concerned. The sales realization of wages are given to be 25 per 100 units and 50 per 100 units, respectively. So, this also some students tend to forget. It is actually per 100 units, no? So, you can underline that. Then the following information is obtained for the April. 40,000 units of crude material was introduced in process A at a cost of 16,000. So we will start with this. Okay. So then other material, direct labor, direct expenses, and then output is also given for both process A and process B. Ma'am, it's so simple, correct? That is what I am also saying. Generally, your process is asked only for 7 marks. The first two questions that we did is for our own revision. But the next two questions are only questions which are tested in the exam. So now finished product stock is given. So finished goods stock opening and closing is given. Okay. So the value of stock per unit on April 1 for process A and process B is also given. Okay. So opening and closing stock is available to us. Okay, ma'am. So now, they have given the rates also. The stocks are valued and transferred to subsequent process at weighted average cost. All right. So now required, we are supposed to find out, prepare respective process accounts and stock accounts. All right, students. Are we all ready to do that? Yes, ma'am. So now have the question by your side so that it becomes a little bit easier. So I will have a rate column also. Units, rate, and amount. So in this question, I would do the closing stock and also show you how to do that closing stock account ledger. So process A, what happened? Girls, any problem? Feeling hungry? Yeah. No. Units, rate, and amount. So now we will proceed to start with, as usual, I told you the crude oil was introduced. So material introduced. Okay. So that is going to be 40,000 units and the amount is 16,000. So rate we can calculate if required. Otherwise also it's fine. 16,000 divided by 40,000 is 0.4. Next up, direct material. It is going to be 16,000 given in the table. To direct labor, that is also given to be 9,000. And to direct expenses, it is going to be 8,200. Once I will show you. All right, everyone? Yes. So now we will proceed to overheads. Nothing is given. Okay. Then they have given about normal loss. So first itself, they spoke only about the normal loss. So that is 2% and 10%. So it is going to be 40,000 into 2%. 800. Wonderful. And they have given that the rate of normal loss, I will show it to you here because it needs some special attention. Yes, ma'am. 25 per 100 units. So 25 for 100 units means for 1 unit, how much it is? Correct, everyone? Yes. So it is going to be 0.25 now? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now we will proceed to 0.25. So those of you who want, you can write a working note for this. 800 into 0.25. Is it 200? Yes, yes. Now they have given the output. We all can see that. I will just show you here. Output is 39,000. Correct, students? Yes, ma'am. So can I say by FG is going to be 39,000. Up to this, everyone is understanding? Right. We'll do cost per unit working note for this, but before that. So now the total in the debit side is 40,000. Total in the credit side is how much? 39,800. So 200 is less. When we learned the format today morning also, I told you about abnormal loss and abnormal gain. That means, is it not abnormal loss? Yes, ma'am. Input was 40,000. Output 39,800 only we expected. But sorry, 40,000 we expected. 39,800 only we got. So it is abnormal loss. So it is going to be by abnormal loss. That is going to be 40,000 minus 39,800. That is 200. Those of you who want with pencil or different coloring, please write the totals. Otherwise, you may not know how we got this. Yes. Shall we proceed, my dears? Yes. So now we will go to the cost per unit working note. So again, in the format also, I told you abnormal loss also cost per unit only. FG also cost per unit only. Multiple times I have told, but once again, one last time I will repeat. What is abnormal loss? First of all, it is over and above normal loss. What is normal loss? Normal loss is loss inherent to the nature of product. For example, petrol is subject to evaporation. That is a normal loss. Now, ma'am, all this we know. As far as process is concerned, what we should know is abnormal loss reduces what? Abnormal loss increases the normal loss, and abnormal gain reduces the normal loss. Okay, please write this. Question number 24, I think. I would have done in regular class. So all of you please go through. There I would have sent this, I would have told this, and I would have prepared normal loss account, abnormal gain account, everything we prepared in that one particular problem. So what is the meaning of abnormal gain? I thought that, out of 1 kg mango, one and a half mangoes will go waste. But only one mango went waste, which means normal loss was one and a half. Now I lost only one, no. So which means 0.5 is abnormal gain. Opposite is abnormal loss. I thought one and a half I will lose. I have lost two and a half. One more I lost. It is increasing the normal loss. Oh. So like this, we should understand. Okay. So now I will just erase this. So those of you who have forgotten this concept, please go through question number 24 in the regular lectures. It is there. Sure. Now cost per unit working note is going to be total cost minus normal loss cost divided by total number of units minus normal loss units. We have discussed the logic for this also because this is normal. So we can put it on the head of the cost. Yes. So that is why. Put it on the head of the customer. That is how we discuss the example. Right. So it is going to be 32,000 plus 9,000 plus 8,200. So 49,200 is the total. 49,200 minus 200. Am I correct? Normal loss, right, ma'am. So what is the number of units, my dears? 40,000 minus 800 only. Correct, everyone? Yes. 40,000 minus 800. How much are we getting, ma'am? 1.25? Yes. rupees 1.25 per unit. So from the beginning, I've not changed the format. Same format, same calculations. Shall we proceed now? Yes. So it is going to be at the rate of 1.25 and at the rate of 1.25. So 200 into 1.25, 250. 39,000 into 1.25, 48,750. So for those of you who are confused as to why this is happening, why ma'am you're taking CPU for abnormal loss? It is increasing the normal loss ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the logic that you should keep in mind is I got an abnormal loss. Can I put it on the head of the customer? No. If I am having a normal loss, that loss I can put on the head of the customer. He will also be ठीक है चलेगा. Only 1.5 mangoes went wrong. No, it's okay, no problem. If 3 mangoes go waste in 1 kg, will you accept? No. So we will put it on the head of the person who's selling. So that is the logic that you should remember. Sure. Any doubts, anyone? It has to tally on both sides. Process account always. Just make a quick verification. Yes, wonderful. Now we will prepare the FG account. So now we will take opening and closing into consideration. So I hope you all have the question. So opening is going to be 6,000. Closing is going to be 5,000. Shall we proceed, dears? This is the only new thing. Process account, I know that all my students will be able to do. FG account, we have done the same problem in the class, but it is unique. In other problems, we generally don't have it. So now we will proceed to, you all see here, finished product stock. Actually, in the textbook, I'm just referring to the textbook question. We are having 6,000 and 5,000. Okay, I'll change the PDF. Don't worry. 6,000 and 5,000. This is for product A and this is for product B. There is a small printing mistake here. So I have read from the material. So I didn't realize it. I will correct the PDF. Don't worry. So now, before proceeding, 1 minute, all of you, please check. Value of opening stock is given to be 1.20. Okay. So now let us go and see here. Can I say it is going to be 1.20 opening stock? Yes. So 6,000 into 1.20. How much is that? Huh. So 7,200. Up to this clear, everyone? Right. So now here we wrote what? By FG. In process account, we wrote by FG. That means here I will come and write what? To process. Wonderful, ma. So how much is the units? 39,000. 1.25. Ha. 48,750. Right. Now, let us do this. This is by process A. So, what will be the balancing figure? It has to go to process B, no? Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, why we should not take 5,000 means 5,000 is closing stock in process A. Okay? Understood, everyone? Cost per unit is going to be nothing but total cost minus normal loss cost divided by total number of units minus normal loss units. Understood, everyone? Yes. So it is going to be total cost is how much? 7,200 plus 48,750 minus normal cost. Normal loss cost is 0 divided by total number of units is 6,000 plus 39,000. All of you please calculate that and tell me. Minus 0, no normal loss units. One point two two four. Okay. So 1.24. So which means what is the balancing figure, ma? So this 39 plus 6 is 45 minus 5, it is 40,000. Yes. So it is 1.24. This will also be 1.24. I hope you all remember. Right. So 40,000 into 1.24, that is going to be 49,600. And 5,000 into 1.24 is 6,200. So closing stock, transfer to next process, abnormal loss, all this will be valued at cost per unit. We have done in question number 24. I hope I remember the question number correctly. This was one of the first questions that we did. So process B, can you all do that at home? I'll correct the PDF and say process B same way. Can you all do it? Yes. Wonderful. So with this process account, we have come to an end of. So don't need to go through more than what's given in the textbook. As far as process is concerned, just a word of information. Process is more frequently asked in December. Accordingly, you will prioritize contract mode, which we will be doing in tomorrow's class. Since you all found the contract to be more easy, I have kept it for tomorrow and we'll be doing only past exam questions. I think contract was easy for everyone, right? Super. You want me to do escalation clause tomorrow? Yes. Last question, the 25% increase and all that. Oh, sure. 25% that escalation clause problem. I will look if we have a different problem, we'll do that problem for escalation clause. Otherwise, we'll do the textbook problem. So this is also done. Now shall we proceed, everyone? Yes. So now before we take a break for lunch, I thought we will finish. We have only very less time. No? Let us do job costing one problem and then we will break for lunch. After you come back, we'll do labor and overheads past exam questions. Okay. So I'm opening yesterday's marathon, that PDF. Yes, this is a job costing problem. All questions in job costing are very similar. This is a past exam question. Okay, June only they have asked. So it is a replica of cost sheet. So I'll explain this problem in detail. Yes. TQR and Company is an advertising agency which has received an inquiry to submit the quotation Bill of materials prepared by the production department states the following requirement of materials. We need paper, ink, and other printing material, binding material, and other consumables. Some photography is required for the job. The agency does not have a photographer as an employee. It decides to hire one by paying rupees 20,000 to him. Estimated job card prepared by the production department specifies that service of following employees will be required for the job. So artist also they have given, hours required also they have given. Ma'am, what is the meaning of this? Artist they are saying 18,000 per month and they have given 80 hours. That means I'm hiring a photographer, say for example. Will I use him only for CMA course in our institute? No. I will use him for CMA US also, CA also, all courses. That means when I'm computing the job for CMA, say for example, although CMA, I cannot call it as a job, but for example, I'm saying 80 hours are only required for CMA, but totally I'm paying him 18,000. Ma'am, how many hours is he working? They will give that information. Yes. So copyright is given, client servicing is also given in the same manner. This is the only thing that you should notice about a job. So for this particular job, how much is the kharcha? That's all. Okay. So now the primary packing material will be required to the tune of 6,000. Primary packing material. You all know how to treat it. Cost sheet also we have seen multiple times. Primary packing, secondary packing. Right now. Production overheads are likely to be 40% on prime cost, while selling and distribution overheads are to be 20% on production cost. Although it is easy, the problem is even if one amount goes wrong, the entire answer will go wrong. That is the catch that they're having. So the agency works for 25 days in a month and 6 hours a day. I told you, no? So how to calculate the total number of hours? Yes, ma'am. So then the agency expects a profit of 20% on the quoted price. Chalo. Now this I will explain. What is the meaning of quoted price? Now assume I'm a designer. Okay. That's what. So it's very similar. Similar. That is why. Okay. That is what I said at that time also. It was very similar. That's why we are doing this. So now we will proceed. So you just see, okay, you can take it as a cost sheet problem also, no problem. And then if you are finding any job costing problem to be difficult, that also we can solve tomorrow, no problem. So now you can tell me tomorrow also. Yeah. So now we will proceed to expects a 20% on the quoted price. Now, what is the meaning of quoted price? Quoted price means, suppose I'm a designer. Okay. So Nandini is coming to me for designing purpose. Now, I will quote her one price. Okay. Once she is coming to me, I'll quote her 20,000 rupees for her dress. And then once she is coming to me, I am quoting her 25,000 for her, designing her dress. Depends on the requirement, no fabric, everything. So now what I'm trying to say here is that for this particular job, what is the price I quoted? For me, is it not my selling price? The quoted price is nothing but our selling price. Can we understand like that? Yes, ma'am. So now we will proceed to prepare the statement of profit showing quotation price. Okay. So very similar to cost sheet. It can be asked as a cost sheet problem also. It can be viewed like that also. Yes. So now what we can do? Let us start. It is going to be statement of showing profit. I hope everybody is able to access your marathon 1 questions, right? Everyone. So now it is going to be starting with direct material because we are going to follow the cost sheet format only. So it is going to be a ream of papers, which is going to be 2,200 into 20. How much is it? Is it 44,000? Yes. And other material also we will add. Others are what? 8,000 plus 4,000 plus 6,000. 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 8, 18,000. Wonderful. So direct material is over. So then next one is direct labor,
Direct labor, I will just show you. Oh, it's on the previous page. Yes. Direct labor, they have given to be 18, 15, and 13,500. And they have given how many hours is required for that particular job also. So let us proceed. So for direct labor, first one is what is that person? Artist is going to be 18,000. For how many hours, ma? 25 days into 6 hours, no? Given towards the end of the question. 25 days into 6 hours. That means how many hours he has given? 80 hours. That means for 80 hours, how much is the cost going to be? How much is the kharcha for this person? So, sorry, ma'am? 9,600. So for this job, how much I should take? Only 9,600. Although the artist is there to help me with other things also, other jobs also. So for this job, the labor that is attributable is only 9,600. Next one, what is the name of the person? Copywriter. So the amount that is given is 15,000. Again, for 25 days into 6 hours. That means for 75 hours, how much is it? 7,500? Great. Then for client servicing, 13,500 is for total hours. That is going to be 25 days into 6 hours. That means for 30 hours, how much is it going to be? 2,700. Thank you, my dear. So 2,700. So we have taken all the expenses. Are we having any other? Yes, we are having hiring 20,000 to pay him. Right, students, everyone? So now for this, they have not given how much is the amount. So we will take entire 20,000 for this. Okay. So next is going to be, so photographer, 20,000. So if you miss this also, your entire answer may go wrong. So please pay attention to small, small nuances. That is why I'm going on saying cost sheet if you do, cost sheet will become easy. Job costing will become easy. Cost bookkeeping will become easy. Okay. So now prime cost. All of you, please add up to this whatever we have done. I want you to add. So I'll just show you quickly once again. Direct material 44,000, 18,000. Direct labor we have 9,600, 7,500, 2,700 and 20,000. Sorry, 1 lakh? 12,800? Okay, 1 lakh 1,800. Thank you, ma'am. So prime cost, I do not have space, so I'm going to continue here. Okay. So that means, can I say, add production overheads at the rate of, they have given in the question that it is 40% of prime cost? Yes, ma'am. So 1 lakh 1,800 into 40% is 4720. Yes. 40,720. So then we will get what? Works cost or factory cost. So 1 lakh 1,800 plus 40,720 is 1 lakh 42,520. Right, ma'am. So there is no information about administrative overheads. So can I take this as cost of production? Yes, ma'am. So add selling overheads. It is going to be at the rate of 20% of cost of production. So 1 lakh 42,520 into 20% is 28,504. So now we will take the cost of sales. 1 lakh 71,024. Right. Thank you. So we will add a profit. We will get sales. Now they have given profit is going to be what percentage on sales? 20% on sales. So let sales be 100%. So we all know whichever they have given the percentage on, that we will take it as 100. So if this is 100, this will be 20, means this has to be 80, no? Yes. So if this is 80 percentage, then how much is profit? Right, everyone? Yes, ma. So 1,71,024 is 80%. Are we getting 42,756? Right. 2,13,780. That is the quoted price. So this is the quoted price. That's all. And this is the profit. Extremely simple this is, but it's asked for 7 marks. June exam. Batch and job are easy. Very simple only. Anyone they may ask also in the exam. So tomorrow we will do batch also. So all of you go for a lunch break. It is 1:15 now. After about 35 minutes, I'll see you. Okay? Yes. Yes, students, welcome back. Now we will start. So now I think you're all a little bit fresh. So labor, that is what employee cost basically. That is what I'm going to start. And most of you would have seen the pattern, but still I'm repeating. Labor is definitely asked in 7 marks for June exam. Yes. So material is asked in December exam. So accordingly, you just give the importance to it. Okay. So this is also one past exam. Question. The other one is also past exam. Both are from June. Right. And both are questions which we are having similar in our textbook. Nothing new. Okay? Yes. So the following particulars for the first week of July related to RSNT, 3 workers are employed in Sun Limited. So the job completed number of units are given out of the above output. Units rejected and unsaleable is given to be this much. I will tell you how to treat this. You all know it, but when we are doing, we will tell this. Yes. Time allowed for 100 units. Okay. So whenever they are giving like this, in the first 15 minutes itself, you can convert and keep how 36 minutes out of how many minutes? 60 minutes in an hour. That means 36 divided by 6. How much is that, ma? 36 divided by 60. 6.6. Can I say this is 2.6 hours? Some students are by mistake writing 2.36 hours. Like that, we can't write, isn't it? So then this, okay, no problem. This is 3 hours. This is 1.5 hours, no? 30 minutes divided by 60 minutes, right? So like that, I want you to convert it in the first few minutes. Basic wage rate is given, time taken is given. So time allowed and time taken, if you find out the difference, you will get time saved. That and all we know. Okay. So now the normal working hours is fixed at 88 hours. Okay. Bonus is paid at 60% basic wage rate for gross time worked and gross output without deduction for rejected output. So this also slowly we will be going. Okay. Now the rate of overtime for first 10 hours is paid at time plus 1 by 3. For the next 10, it's paid at time plus 1 by 2. So sometimes they could give 1 by 3rd and 1 by 2 also, but all are same. Okay, this 1 is basic. Everybody will get that. This 1 by 3 and 1 by 2 is for overtime. Yes, super. Calculate the following for each worker: number of bonus hours and the amount of bonus earned. First bonus calculation. Next is total wages earned, including basic wages, overtime premium, and the bonus. Okay. Direct wages cost per 100 saleable units. So, saleable units. Here only we will use that rejected output. How we will use? Very simple. Total units ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು minus I will subtract the rejected units, that is saleable. There I will use in point number 3 I will use. Until then I don't use. Shall we start doing one by one? So it is going to be number of bonus hours and bonus earned. We are going to do calculation for the same. Number of bonus hours or bonus earned. Suppose you think, ma'am, I'm out of practice or I forgot to revise, or this. Then you can listen and then you can write. It's okay. Even if we are in a marathon, whatever problems we should do, that should be quality problems, right? Yes. So now it's going to be RSNT. So now, first of all, I need to find out what time saved. Then only I can pay bonus. Why not time saved? Now you look into this. They have said 60% of the basic wage rate for the gross time work and gross output produced without deduction for rejected output. So first I should find out the time saved. Okay. So now let us start with total number of units that is given in the question. First row, 5,000, 4,000, and 7,200. 5,000, 4,000, and 7,200. So, next one is time allowed. So, if you do that and keep directly, you can copy paste here. So, we did it and kept 2.63 and 1.5 hours. So, it is going to be 2.6 hours, 3 hours, and 1.5 hours. This is for 100 units, Alva. Yes, ma'am. Remember everyone? Yes, it's given here in point number C for 100 units. Okay. So now in point number 3, what are we going to do? We are going to calculate the total time allowed. So if you're getting confused, ma'am, what is total time allowed? Means time allowed for 100 units only we know. Time allowed for 5,000 units we are going to calculate. How is it going to happen? I will do this working note here itself. So it is going to be 100 units get 2.6 hours andre. 5,000 units get yes 2 hours under. That is what we should calculate. So right here, how much? 130? Right here. Thank you. So 130 hours. Similarly, can we do the other calculations also? Right. Is it 120? Anyone wants me to show it? Comfortable, no? Everyone? Yes. So next one is 108 hours. So this is the time allowed for the given task. Okay. So we all know what is time saved. Time saved is equal to time taken minus time allowed. In other words, time allowed minus time taken. Okay. So how will you remember this? Say in Bhumika's example, I have given her 10 hours to complete one chapter. She completed in 9 hours itself, which means what is it? 1 hour is the time saved. Am I correct, everyone? So can I say the time saved is going to be, okay, first I'll write time taken. I'm sorry, time taken. It's given in the last line. 100, 108 and 92. 100 hours, 108 hours and 92 hours. So fifth one is time saved. Time saved means 30 hours. 120 minus 108 is 12 hours, right here. So 16. Okay. So I think up to this is quite simple. So even if you have forgotten, suppose formulas or what is time saved and all that, all of you please consider it as if it is your time taken. You are only producing the number of units. You will be able to relate it. Yes, one of the easiest chapters. Okay. Now, bonus they want us to calculate. So let us start. All right. We started with that. I hope you all remember point number 1. Yes. Those of you who think you will get confused, you can write down note bonus is going to be 60% of the basic wage of time saved. Like that, you can write. So we have bonus calculation, obviously. So for R, it is going to be time saved was 30, 12, and 16. No, right. So 30 hours. And what is the basic rate? That also let us find out. 25, 40, and 30. Can you all see point number D? Yes, ma. 25, 40, and 30. So into rupees 25. In that, I am giving 60%. I hope everybody is able to understand. Basic wages, Linda, 60% is the bonus for the time saved. Okay. So normally I'm paying Bhumika 1000 rupees per hour. So I will pay 600 for the time saved. 1 hour she saved, no, 10 minus 9. So I will pay 600. Right. So all of you please do the calculation for me. 450, right dear. So this is the, so bonus hours matlab 30 hours time saved. Yes. So S is going to be, how much was the time saved? 12 and 16, no? Right one. So 12 hours into rupees 40. Am I right? Into 60%. Basic wage was 40 for S. How much? 288. Thank you, dear. And T. 16 hours. Am I correct, students? Yes, ma'am. Into rupees 30, Alva? Yes. Into 60%. 288. So bonus calculation is over. Point number 2, they have asked for, this is done, total wages including basic, overtime and bonus. Yes, ma'am. So shall we proceed, everyone? Right. So it is going to be total wages calculation, which is equal to basic plus bonus plus overtime. So for R, how are we supposed to calculate? We'll go back to the question. I'll just show you. I'll erase everything. Okay. Now we will look from basic wages point of view. Basic wages is 100 into 25 and 40 into 108 and 92 into 30. Am I correct, students? That is the basic. Then bonus we already calculated. Overtime also we will calculate. Okay. So now 100 into 25. 100 hours into rupees 25 plus bonus. Bonus we already calculated. How much did we get? 450, right, dears? Plus overtime. Let us see how we need to do overtime. Shall we proceed, ma? Yes. So I want to show you this part. The rate of overtime for the first 10 hours is paid at the time plus one third. And for the next 10 hours, it is time plus one and a half. Right, ma? That is half. Right. So that means what is the time saved? I wanted to show this part. Time saved is 30 hours. Yes. So that means now what are we supposed to do? So it is going to be, and what is the normal working hours? 88. Yes. So these two, we will we'll pay attention to these two. So now, can I say 10 into rupees 25 into 1 by 3? First 10 hours. Correct, students? Yes. Now, many people are making a small mistake here. They're taking time saved. That is why we underlined both. If you see in the purple color, I encircled 30 hours, which is time saved also. 88 hours, which is normal working hours also. Now, what is the meaning of overtime? You are working more than the normal hours. Correct, everyone? Yes. Is it logical to take time saved? But when you're keeping going on doing, no, we will take time saved. But logically, you think, Bhumika, I gave 10 hours. She finished in 9 hours. But she might have taken 3 days. 3 days, 9 hours is not overtime, no. So overtime means what? Normally, I should work 8 hours in a day. I have worked 8.5 hours, means half an hour is actually overtime. So more than normal working hours makes the sense, right? So now time taken is how much? 100 hours. But how much is the time? 88 hours is fixed. They told me only 88 hours, but I worked at 100 hours. So that means, can I say overtime for R is going to be 100 hours minus 88 hours? That is going to be 12 hours. Anyway, I'm having first 10 hours, so I have returned. Correct? Plus, next 10 hours, Linda, I'm having only 2 hours. Are you all understanding? Yeah. Yes. So 10 hours and 2 hours into what is the rate? 25 into half. Let me know if there is any problem here. Once again, I'm saying normally I should work only 88 hours. I worked for 100 hours. That means that is overtime. Overtime is not calculated based on time saved. Okay. So, yes. The next is they have said first 10 hours it is 1 by 3. Next 10 hours it is 1 by 2. How to calculate that? 100 minus 88, 12 hours. In that 10 hours and 2 hours. Like that I am separating. Understood everyone? Yes, ma? Great. So now we will proceed to, so please write it in different coloring or whatever it is. Please make some importance there because one small mistake, no, people are taking time saved there. Right. So it is going to be, next is S. Again, basic wages plus bonus plus overtime. What is basic wages, students? All of you, please go through the question. Is it 108 hours? You want me to show it? I'll show. 108 hours into 40. That is the basic. Basic plus bonus. I am writing in the same order. You also would have written basic plus bonus plus OT, same order we are writing. So it is going to be, how much was the bonus? 288 for both people? Right now. Over time, let us now understand. Again, I worked 108 hours. How much hours I should work? 88 hours only. $108 minus 88 hours. 20 hours. Very nice. In that, easily I can separate it as 10 and 10 hours. So it is going to be 10 into rupees 40 into 1 by 3. Correct, everyone? Plus, it is going to be 10 hours into rupees 40 into 1 by 2. Got it, everyone, ma? Yes. So finally, you can do the calculation, no problem. So then we have this T. For T, how many hours it was? 92. Am I correct, students? Yes, ma'am. 92 hours into rupees 30 plus bonus is 288. Yes, ma'am. Plus overtime. Now I will write it in blue color. It is going to be, yes, ma, 92 hours minus 88 hours, 4 hours, no. So it is only the first. Yes. So it is going to be 4 into rupees 40 into 1 by 3. That's all. So we have done this much. So now calculation and all you can do. Those of you who are writing, please do write. Come on. Start from here and start doing. Come on. Hasley, Rowan, Pease rate, Taylor's rate, whatever Merrick, whatever is there, whatever we have done in the class, please go through everything. There is a short 7-mark problem as per the previous patterns. Can I scroll down to yours? And has anyone done the calculation? Okay, no problem. I will do the calculation. $3058 for R. I'll write in red color. Don't get confused thinking it is only overtime. 3058.33. This is the total. Four nine four one 0.33. Next one. $3088 again. Yes. Easy, no? Good. But the problem is some students, because it is easy, they are just leaving these topics without practicing much. Please give equal importance to all topics. That is how we can gain marks. Right. So, chalo students, now we will proceed to saleable units is equal to total units minus rejected units. है ना? ठीक है. So now it's going to be, this is also done. So direct wages cost per 100 saleable units that we will do now. Okay. So first we will write the total cost for R, S and T. I remember 3088 for both R and T, correct? Yes. And I'm leaving out the decimals because we have to go forward. 4941. In the exam, please take two decimals. Okay. So now divided by number of saleable units, correct? Into 100. Why? Because per 100 saleable units is what they have asked. Am I correct, students? Yes. So now let us understand how we need to go about. So now, how many saleable units are there? Shall I proceed, my dears? Yes. I'll show you for one. For the rest, it will be easy for you. So it is going to be 5,000 minus 200, 4,800 for the first one. Second one, 4,000 minus 80. How much is that? 3,920. 7,200 minus 800, whatever we get. Is it simple or not? Right, mark. So let us, so that we have already written the formula. No need to write the computations again. So the number of saleable units is going to be 4,800. This minus this is 3,920 and last one is 400, correct? Into 100. So divided by 4,800 into 100. Why? Because they have asked the question. I will show it to you again here. They have asked for 100 saleable units. So 100 multiply madkobeku. If you do only a division, you will get cost per unit. Alva? Yes, everyone? Yes. We have done similar question in the class. Yes. It's there in the textbook only. 3088 divided by 4,800 into 100. Are we getting 64.33? Yes. 4941 divided by 3920 into 100. That is rupees 126.05. 3088 divided by 400 into 100. This is rupees 772. Correct, everyone? Super. $7,200 minus 800. How I got? I just didn't look into the 6 in my calci. I'm sorry. 6,400. Please change it. Just thinking how this alone is so high. 48.25. It is possible that it is high, but number of units. Sure. All of you are all doing lot of efforts. I'm so proud of you. Good, ma. Shall we go ahead, dears? Okay. So this problem is done. Now we will go to the next problem. This problem is same question we have solved in our class only. Same question. I think numbers are different. Numbers to that extent, I don't remember, but Vikas and Shiv. Right. I think there it was Shiva, because by mistake I said Shiv there and I told you it is a past exam question. Okay. So, yes. So now employ two workmen, Vikas and Shiv, both workers to produce the same product with the help of same raw material with the normal wage rate. Vikas is to be paid bonus according to Rowan system, whereas Shiv is to be paid according to Hasley system. Okay. So first of all, Rowan, Hasley and all child's play, we all know that. Yes, ma'am. So the time allowed to make product is 50 hours. Vikas takes 30 hours while Shiv takes 40 hours to complete the product. So time allowed is 50. Time taken is 30 and 40 means time saved is there. All right. The factory overhead is given as 10 per manual hour worked. Okay. Then the factory cost is given to be 14,650 and 15,200 for Vikas and Shiv. Find out the cost of materials. Prepare the statement of factory cost as made by the two workmen. Extremely simple. It's like having a desert. That easy it is, isn't it? So you should feel happy when you see such questions in the exam. So now let us proceed. So factory cost is given. Just recalling again cost sheet format. Cost sheet, what and all we will do? Direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, overheads. Then we will get actually production overheads. Then we will get works cost or factory cost. Okay. So we have two things here. That is Vikas and Shiv. So, ma'am, direct material is not going to differ for Vikas or Shiv. I'm just telling the calculation. Again, I'm saying direct material will not change whether it is Vikas or Shiv. But I'm just telling for calculation purpose. So, heading I put it as Vikas and Shiv. Right. So now let direct material be X. Hang ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ? Yes. So now I will say direct material is going to be X and X. Correct, everyone? Yes. Direct labor. Direct labor is going to be, so I will write working note for this because I can't write it here. So let me write a working note here. So why, ma'am, material is same if somebody is having a doubt who has not done this problem earlier? It is nothing but whether it is because of shift, direct material ka kacha to change nahi hoga. Right? So that's why it's the same. So it's going to be working note. Basic plus bonus is going to be direct labor, no? Yes, ma'am. Super. So we have now for Vikas. So Vikas, total time allowed is going to be how much? 50 hours. And time taken is only 30 hours. That and all we remember. Time saved is equal to 20 hours. And we are following what for Vikas? Rowan for Vikas. Yes, ma'am. So Rowan system. What is the formula, everyone? Time taken divided by time allowed plus time saved. Right? Time allowed minus time taken into wage rate. Remember or not, everyone? Yes. Yes. Good. So now, can I say time taken is going to be 30 divided by 50 into 20 hours? Correct? Huh? Into wage rate. Wage rate is given or not in the question? You all see this. You all observe this. Factory overhead rate is given. Is wage rate given? No, we will assume it as Y. Correct, ma. So, and they have said the same normal wage rate. That means normal wage rate is same. Only bonus is different for Vikas and Shiv. Understood? One is getting under Rowan, another is getting under Hasley. Yes. So, let direct labor cost per hour be Y. Shall I say like that? Okay. Sure. So this into Y is equal to bonus for Vikas? Yes or no? Yes. And For Vikas, what is the basic, ma'am? Basic is going to be 30 hours, correct? Huh? So it is going to be 30 hours into y, no? That to basic to bande barutte. Bonus is for time saved. Understood, everyone? Can we solve this 30 divided by 50 into 20? 12. Is it not 12y? So 12y and 30y. Is it not 42y? Basic plus bonus. Quickly write down. Those of you who are writing, quickly write. Same way we will do for Shiv also. Shall I proceed here? Yes. So now in the same way, we will do for Shiv also. Got ma? Too much of studying at home, huh? Okay. So now we will proceed to time allowed for Shiv is also 50 hours and the time taken is equal to 40 hours. That means time saved is equal to 10 hours. Very good. So in Hasley system, I will like to remind you, it is going to be, yes, dear, time taken into wage rate. This is the basic plus bonus is going to be time saved into 50 percentage. Remember everyone? Of course, into wage rate, into wage rate. This much all of us know. It is Hasley system. So now time taken is how much, ma'am? This is the basic. 40 hours into y? Yes, ma'am. Then what is the time saved? 10 into 50% into y? Yes. So can I say it is 45y? Yes. Quickly write it down. Come on, students. Please quickly write it down. Shall we proceed, ma'am? Yes, dear. So one is 42y, another is 45y. Is there any direct expenses? No. So now we will write the prime cost. So sorry. Very sorry. X plus 42y and x plus 45y. Okay. Even if you don't write, to be okay. So the production overheads is going to be, they have given rupees 10 per man labor. Correct? Yes, ma'am. Per man hour. So it is going to be rupees 10 into 30 hours. No. Yes, ma'am. 30 hours into 10. And this is 40 hours into 10. So the factory cost. Understood, everyone? So now it is going to be what? Can I say it is 300 plus 42y plus x, the works cost? For Vikas. For Shiv, it will be 400 plus 45y plus x. Is everyone understanding? Right. So prime cost plus overheads is equal to factory cost. But ma'am, factory cost is already given in the question. Yes. Now we will equate it. Shall we proceed, everyone? Yes, ma'am. So it is going to be, I'll just delete this part. What I was about to say. Yes. What is the factory cost for Vikas for the first one, ma'am? Vikas is 14,560 and 15,200 for ship. Okay. So can I say that equation, this is equal to Vikas only? 300 plus 42y plus x. Yes or no? So once again, I will show. The first column is for Vikas. Factory cost we ascertained in terms of x and y, but already amount is given to us. Understood? Now for y, for Shiv, it is going to be 400 plus 45y, 42, okay, plus x. So two equations we got. Now we will substitute and we will be ready. We can substitute, we can do simultaneous equation, whatever we want, we can do. Shall we proceed, my dears? Yes. So now I will rewrite the equation by grouping all the numbers to one side. So can I say 14,260? 14,260 is equal to 42y plus x. And this is equal to 15,200 minus 400. 14,800, right dear. 14,800 is equal to 45y plus x. Yes, ma, everyone got it? Okay. So now we will directly simplify this here. You all know we will subtract the two equations. Can we? X and x will get cancelled. In that case, 14,800 minus 14,260. It is going to be 540 is equal to 3y. So 540 divided by 3, 180. Y is equal to 180. That means direct labor cost per hour is 180. Yes. Shall we proceed here? Okay. So then they want what? X. Direct material cost is point number 1. Remember everyone? Yes, ma'am. So that is quite simple. 14,260 is equal to 42y plus x. So we know y is equal to 180, which means 14,260 is equal to 42 into 180 plus x. So 7560, grouping all the numbers, we are getting x to be 6,700. Understood, everyone? Yes, super. So direct material cost, you will write down point number 1 is 6,700. Okay. Just give me one minute.
Yes, dears. Can we proceed now? Yeah.
So the second one is preparing a statement of factory cost. That's quite simple. Shall we do it? Yes. So I will do it here itself. Okay. Yeah. So now you people may have to do it again. The statement of profitability, X and X, I will now substitute as 6,700 and 6,700. And Y was 180. Am I right, dear? So it is going to be 42 into 180 and a 45 into 180. Now, some students at this stage, they get confused because, ma'am, why only bonus, only basic is there? No, ma, 42 is considering basic and bonus. Alva. Remember everyone? Yes, ma'am. So, like this, you can do the total. So, 42 into 180 plus 6,700. 14,260 plus 300, 14,560. That is what is the answer that is given in the question itself? Right. So 45 into 180 plus 6,700, 14,800, 15,200. That's all. This is point number 2. 7 marks for this. Good enough. Very simple problem. Labor is also over. Now we will go to overheads. Shall we, students? Yes. Now, before we go to start the overhead, see, labor, I didn't give much of introduction because all these are different piece rates, Taylor's, Merrick, Rose, Rowan, Hasley, like that. We have just different things. But here, what is it? In overheads, the different types, step ladder approach, repetitive distribution, simultaneous equation, like that, we are having many. Simultaneous equation is very frequently tested in the exam. Definitely one 7 mark question though can be expected. Either simultaneous equation or normal service department redistribution, anything is okay. As far as I did overheads in regular class, all of you, all batches, okay, have found it to be very easy only, right? There is nothing much in overheads that can be difficult, right? So can we start overheads? Yes, ma'am. So make sure you know all the methods. Sometimes they can specify the method, reverse cost method, like that. We have done everything. So please just have a good hold of how this simultaneous equation you can give more importance to. Okay. So let me do this problem first. Moon Limited has 3 production departments and 2 service departments. The overhead distribution sheet of the company showed the following details. Production department cost is given. Service department cost is also given. Working hours of production departments are also given. Okay. Given that the 2 service departments cater to the needs of 3 production departments as per this, now they have given these charts, right? So calculate the total overheads of these departments using simultaneous equation. That means you should follow only this method. Right, ma. So calculate the overhead rate per hour of production departments. Mostly this will be 1 mark. This will be 6 marks. That is what I'm guessing. Okay. This is very easy. They have given the number of hours also. What else is there in that? Okay. So shall we proceed, everyone? Right. So now, what is the meaning of simultaneous equation? We should prepare a linear equation. Before I proceed, some children who are watching this may be new to this or they didn't understand. So for that purpose, I will tell you. So now, department X and department Y. First of all, this is service departments, department X and Y. They are not capable of having a cost on their own. You imagine it is like cleaning department. Yeah, imagination should run like this. Cleaning department cannot sell anything. So their kharcha also should be distributed to the production departments only. That is the logic that we have to remember. So again, I'm just repeating. Cleaning department is an example of a service department. Is it capable of selling any product? No, the cost they cannot bear. So they can, a production department can bear the cost because they will be selling the product. They will be adding profit margin also. They are capable of carrying the cost. So that is why service department's expenses we are allocating to the production department's point number one. Is everyone understanding clear? Yes? Okay, ma'am. So now how are we supposed to do this? Listen, everyone. So, service department, cleaning department, one. Another one is, say, for example, polishing department. Example, okay. So, cleaning department is providing cleaning services for production departments A, B, and C, and for Y also they will have to clean. No, polishing department also has to be cleaned. Same way, polishing department or painting department, they will paint for A, B, and C. Also, cleaning department has to be painted, say for example. So that is what is this 10% and 10%. So clearly I'm saying cleaning department is also providing 10% of its allocation to the other department, that is polishing department. So in that way, you should just understand reading the question. Okay. Now let us see how to frame the equations. So X receives 10% of Y's total cost. Many students, when they are doing it alone, they may get confused. So that is why I'm saying Y receives 10% of X's total cost. Okay, sure. Let X be the total cost of department X. Understood, everyone? Yes. So now X is equal to this 46,250 is the overheads incurred by X. 46,250 plus, let me say, let Y be the total cost of department Y. Shall I say that? Yes. So now 46,250 it incurred plus 10% of Y also it is incurring now, because cleaning polishing department gives services for cleaning department also. So which means what I'm trying to tell here is totally whatever kharcha Y has done, in the 10% X should take this 10%, this 10%. Are you all understanding now? So it is going to be 10% of Y. So total expenses of X will be 46,250 given in the question plus 10% of Y's kharcha also. Are you all understanding? So same way, Y is equal to 15,750, okay, plus 10% of X. This 10% of X. So is everyone understanding clearly, ma'am? Yes. So now we will form the equations. X is equal to 46,250 plus 0.1 Y, and Y is equal to 15,750 plus 0.1 X. Any more questions anybody has got? No? So now what we will do is substitute Y in equation 1. So X is equal to 46,250 plus 0.1 into 15,750 plus 0.1 X. So now board mass we will follow. So X is equal to 46,250 plus 1575. Yes, super. And 0.1 into 0.1. 0.01. Yes, 0.01 X. And here we'll group all the x together, okay? 0.99x I will get. Yes, ma. Is equal to 46,250. 47, 825. So 47, 825 divided by 0.99. Are we getting 48,308? Yes, ma. X is equal to 48,308. So shall I do y also? Yeah. Okay. So y is equal to 15,750 plus 0.1x. Y is equal to 15,750 plus 0.1 into 48,308. So 4030 plus 15,750. Are we getting 2580? Yes. Easy. Yes. Very nice. Now we will start distributing. Are you all ready for it? Yes, ma'am. Today all my students are extremely tired. But overhead distribution. Particulars. What are the production departments called? Yeah, PQR or ABC? ABC. Okay, dears. A, B, and C, and X, Y. All right. So now the initial amounts is what? 3,02,000, 2,88, and 3,86 given in the question. So I will first take this, right? So we will call it as what? Overhead allocated. Super. Overhead allocated. I forgot the amount. How much was it? Sorry? 3,02,000. Okay, ma'am. 2,88, no? Okay. And last one is? And this one was how much? 46,250 and 15,750. Am I correct, ma'am? Yes. So now department X, I told you why we are apportioning department X. It is going to be 46,250 in what ratio? Let us understand. It is going to be 20 is to 30 is to 40 is to 10. Am I correct? So 20 is to 30 is to 40 is to 10. So directly you can do only 20, 30, 40 also. I'm doing 10% just to make you understand. That's all. So 46, 250 into 20%. How much is that, ma'am? 9250. Hmm? Correct? Yes. Then 13,875. 18,500. And 4,625. All right. Sorry. Correct. 462. Yes, everyone? Yes, dears. Now, department Y. Yes, everyone? Yes. So, department Y, how much will it be, everyone? Yes, ma. 40, 20, 30, 10. So, what was the department wise total, ma? 15,750, right? Huh? Sorry, ma. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. My mistake. My mistake. Neck is hurting very badly. Little bit. 2375. How we got 2375? This plus this. Right, everyone? Yes. So 2375 into 40 percentage. How much is that? 8,150. 2375 into 20%. 4075. And 2375 into 30%. That is 6113. Okay. And this is 2037. 38. No, but something is wrong about this because okay, we will check this alone tomorrow. Okay, we will check this. No, no, that is repeated distribution. No, no, it should be the same amount we should be getting. Right. So we'll just get the exact amount. That is what I was saying. Something is wrong about this. Okay, we will check it tomorrow. Okay, my neck is paining, not able to concentrate more. We'll check it tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start with the overheads other problem. This will continue, like 5 minutes it will take. And then we will proceed. Okay.